Now, last lecture, we start a new topic, bills of exchange. The bill, it is a transferable document. In bills of exchange, there is three main parties: drawer, drawee, and pay. Drawer means a person who draw a bill, means a creditor, means a seller, means a trader, and drawee means a customer which is purchased goods on credit from a trader. So, to record the credit transaction means there is a transaction between trader and customer in cash as well as in credit. The trader wants to record the credit transaction properly, and we have already discussed in our country there is three legal documents to record the credit transaction properly. First, bills of exchange, second, promissory note, and third is post-dated check. So, between the transaction of trader and customer, if the trader sold a goods to a customer for a particular duration, for a particular period, for the purpose he draw a bill on drawee on a customer. The customer duly accepted that bill and drawer retained himself up to due date. After receiving him bills of exchange, there is already discussed, he can retain himself up to due date, he can send to bank for collection, he can endorse to somebody, means paying, and fourth, if he need of finance, before due date, he discounted a bill with his bank and cash take from a bank. So, on the due date, if drawee had paid the money properly, at that time, bill will be cancelled. And in that situation, if bill retained by drawer, same money received to drawer. If bill sent to bank for collection, after collection, drawee can withdraw same money. But he endorsed the bill for someone, at that time, the money will be received to endorse it. And fourth, if bill discounted with bank, so same money will be received to bank. But if any condition means if drawee becomes a bankrupt, if drawee becomes he has a problem of finance, if he forget the date of due date, at that time, if he failed to pay the money on due date of particular bill, that situation is known as dishonored of the bill. And today we clear this concept, that is a bill dishonored. So after bill dishonored, there is two sources of drawer. First, renewal of bill. If drawee forget the due date, if any problem of finance to drawee, he was unable to pay the full money of bill, complete amount of bill, so he requests the drawer for renewal of the bill. And in this situation, the steps are given as under. First, the old bill is cancelled, means the previous bill which is drawn by a drawer on drawee, that bill cancelled. Second, partly amount were received if drawee agreed to pay the partly amount. For an example, bill or the old bill is amounted rupees 5,000, but drawee able to pay rupees 2,000 at that situation. So that amount 2,000 is a partly amount received from a drawee. Third, interest charged on balance, means out of rupees 5,000, he paid 2,000 at the time of renewal. So balance amount is 3,000. So on balance amount, drawer charge interest. Then if charged interest, drawee may be paid in cash. So fourth step, interest may be received in cash. And last stage, with interest and the balance amount, means which amount charged, interest amount charged by the drawer on balance amount plus the balance amount, means 3,000, and for an example interest charge is 50. So drawer can draw a new bill, 3000 plus 50 means 3050, and same bill accepted by a drawee. So this is the proper way after a bill dishonored on due date. But the drawee have refused the payment of a bill at that time. The drawer can complain the drawee to court, and in this procedure there is again first old bill cancelled, means first original bill dishonored means cancelled. But at the time of complaint in court, the drawer had paid a particular amount, particular fees to court, and that fees is known as noting charges. And with noting charges, if the drawee surrender after the complaint in court, so drawer can draw a new bill with noting charges and interest amount. With noting charges and interest amount, charge a new bill. But on a due date of a new bill, the drawee becomes an insolvent, drawee becomes a bankrupt, drawee totally unable to pay the money. At that time, the noting charges and interest amount recovered from drawee's private estate, means the court sold his property by auction, and the amount recovered, and from that amount, the bill amount, that is second, court expenses, next advocate fee, next noting charges, next as per banking rate rules, rate of interest amount or amount recovered from his estate and hand over to a drawer. And at that situation, the bills of exchange transaction totally close. But in this theory portion already discussed, drawee becomes an insolvent. So at that situation, old bill cancelled or bill dishonored. Second, partly amount recovered from estate, partly amount means amount of bill, noting charges, interest, court expenses, and advocate fee. All these expenses recovered by court from a estate of drawee and hand over to drawer. An unrecoverable amount, if there is some amount which is not recovered from his estate at that time, unrecoverable amount treated as a bad debts, means drawer consider that particular amount as a bad debts, and bad debts is a business loss. It is treated as business expenses, and in respect of drawee, unpayable amount is known as a discount. So this is the proper theory of bills of exchange. So in this topic, there is a main point, that is due date. So how to calculate due date? What is meant by due date? Due date means a last day of payment, that is known as due date. So how to calculate due date? So here is some example is taken. Suppose a bill draw on 1st January. A drawer draw a bill on 1st January. So that date is known as date of bill. Second, period is allowed 3 months for payment. Period allowed for 3 months. So period is 3 months. So bill draw on 1st January. Period is 3 months. So after 1st January, 3 months becomes a 1st April. So February, March and April means 1st April, and this date is known as date of maturity. And in date of maturity, as per the rule, add a 3 days, and that 3 days is known as grace period. Grace period to drawer, grace period to drawee, and grace period in respect of government activity. So the 3 days should be added in date of maturity, and after addition, which date comes, that is 4th April is known as due date. So again repeat the same transaction. a drawer draw a bill on 1st January, it is known as date of bill. The period is decided already 3 months. So 3 months out from 1st January, it becomes a 1st April, is known as date of maturity. And in date of maturity, add the grace period of 3 days, that becomes a 4th April, and 4th April is known as due date. If on the due date there is a national holiday, so 1 day before date considered as a due date means if 15th August means national holiday, so at that time 4th April is a non-due date, that is 3rd April is a due date. But on the due date suddenly holiday declared by government, suddenly immediately there is no information. So at that time 1 day next should be considered as a due date means 4th April, next date means 5th April will be the due date of a particular bill.